Hi, this is a pick a card reading to see what is going on in your current relationship. We're going to look at the energies in your relationship as well as any potential problems. This could be for those who are actively in a relationship or who are in what I believe is called a situationship. I'm pretty much sure I'm too old to know what that is, but yeah, here we go. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, along with the deck that I'm using and how pick a card readings with me work. Let's go over the options. Option 1 is this pink heart. Pile 2 is this yellow heart. Pile 3 is the orange heart. And pile 4 is the blue heart. I took my time to origami all of these little hearts. I like what they sort of give to the reading as an option instead of always just using crystals or different decks. I'm going to be using the same deck for all of the readings. So pick your pile intuitively and I will meet you at your timestamp, which you can find in the description. Hi, pile number 1, you chose the pink heart. I'm gonna put this at the top here. So let's first take a look at a card for your energy, their energy, and then the connection between the two of you. So let's take a look. We have your energy, their energy, and the energy in between you. So what I can instantly tell is that you seem to be longing to something that happened in the past, because the Six of Cups card is a card of the past, of looking in the past and sort of lingering in the past, because there might be something from there that you really liked, that you really like, and that you are sort of trying to hold on to it. This could be an ex, or it could be what you used to have with this person, but you do seem to be sort of holding on to the past in some way. And then here in their energy, I have the Sun card, and the Sun card is authenticity. So I feel like they are either starting to show their true colors, or they are feeling like they are finally in a place where they can start to be themselves more, and they are starting to be more optimistic about, I don't know if it's necessarily your relationship. I do think so for most of you, that this indicates their thoughts, their attitude towards your relationship, which is definitely more positive. So it could also be for some of you, if you are in a really serious relationship, that this could indicate that they might be ready for the next step, like marriage, or in this case, children. That could be an indication with the Sun card. It doesn't always have to be. Not everybody has the wish to have children, but I wanted to put that out there for those who resonate with that message. So that is your energies. And then the energy here in between, the Three of Wands usually is upright, means that there is a progress, but now it's reversed. So I feel like there seems to be a lack of progress. I don't know which one of you is feeling that, like you are sort of trying to hold on to the past and they are trying to look more to the future and are ready for the next step, which, because the both of you seem to be on different places, there is not really a time for, or how do I want to say this? You can't really see any progress that way, or you can't progress that way if the both of you are not on the same page. So that is sort of what I'm seeing here. It doesn't mean that there's not the potential for progress, or that there's not the potential to go further, but it's just that right now it is not. So let's take a look at what your individual issues are with the relationship. So what your issue is and what their issue is. Let's take a look. Your issue has to do with money. Yeah, money, the root of all evil, the root of all issues, isn't it? So yeah, your issue seems to be money. So maybe you are sort of holding back from taking the next step because you think that financially you're not ready. Maybe you do also want to have children, or you are ready for the next step that they are also wanting to take. Like you're emotionally ready, but you feel like you're not financially ready. which is a huge responsibility. Whatever next step you are going to take, it's going to be big, and you are almost, I don't know if it's necessarily all just having to do with finances, or maybe some of you might even be sort of looking for a reason to not take that next step yet, just because you're a little scared. And that is okay. That is not a diss. It is okay to be scared, but it does seem like you might be scared of something, of what could go, like pessimistic, like what focusing on what could go wrong instead of what could go right. Let's see what their potential issue in the relationship is. That flew out. I have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, the Queen of Pentacles upright is someone who's very career oriented and has their work-life balance all in a row. So this could be either they don't have a proper healthy work-life balance, or they feel like you don't, because we do have the Queen. You know what? I am specifically saying they because I don't want to gender this reading whatsoever. So, but this is like a female energy, a feminine, I should say, feminine energy. So it could be that the more feminine in the relationship is having this issue, and that is the issue that they are facing within the relationship. So it could be that this is them, the more feminine person is them, or it could be the more feminine person is you. I don't know. But it feels like that is what is sort of holding them back. And the interesting thing here is we see here the Queen of Pentacles. We see her with a baby, with a responsibility of finances holding them up and making a living. And it's like that responsibility that even though they might be ready to take the next step and they are very excited about it, they still have fears, they still have anxiety about it, and they still aren't really sure where to go from here. So let's take a look where to go from here. Where to go from here? Like what you can do, anything that you need to know. I have the Eight of Swords. Let go of any restrictions that you are putting upon yourself. The Eight of Swords is about restrictions, about limitations. And I feel like these are limitations that you guys are putting upon yourselves, or that you are putting on yourself, because it was the one that came up here with you. So let go of any self-limiting beliefs, but also any limitations that you are putting on yourself that is halting this progress. So if you want to put this Three of Wands upright, then you need to put this Eight of Swords upright, where you take off the blindfold and you take a look at everything that is going on, and you take a look at how can I let go of all these limitations, of all these restrictions. Ooh, I am having trouble talking. That either you have put on yourself or that have been put on you that are just not fair. Take a look at how that all works out. I'm just going to put them back because that is how I pulled them. So that is what your part is. Let's see on their part. Here I have the Page of Pentacles. Focus on the right things. Like here we have what I said, a work-life balance that is not equal, that is very overwhelming. And here with the Page of Pentacles, this is an encouragement of focusing on the goal. Like here, yeah, sure, they're also holding the pentacle, but it's not overbearing them. They still have this hand free to do anything with, which is not the case here with the Queen of Pentacles. So it almost looks here like the Page of Pentacles has put on so much that they turn into the Queen of Pentacles, but we have to turn it the other way around. So right now they are here and they need to get more here. So focus on what they truly find important. And what we can also see with the Page of Pentacles is patience, and that there might be a little bit of a lack of patience. And actually another card came out for you that I didn't really know what to do with, but I like that Ace of Cups. So I'm gonna put this here to end your reading with, because the Ace of Cups is a card of the coming in of new emotions, and this could be coming in of new love, like starting a new chapter within your relationship. Yeah, starting a new chapter within your relationship, bringing in new things that have to do with your emotions. So again, this could be taking that next step. So that is definitely what I do see happening for you guys, as long as you take care of your issues first, because you don't want to take on the responsibility of a child, again, if that is something that you've been wanting to do, or any big step to have that pressure on you when you feel like you are not truly ready yet. So pile number 1, this was your reading. I really hope it resonated with you. Please let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, you can also book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me. The link is always in the description box below, as is a link to my podcast and my Etsy shop for any tarot bags that you might be interested in. Subscribe to the channel for more pick a card readings and that sort of fun stuff. And I hope to see you next time. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. You chose the yellow hearts. Yellow is secretly my favorite color, so there you go. Okay, we're gonna take a look at your energy, their energy, and then the connection between you two. So let's get started. Pile number 2, your energy. 4 of Cups. It could indicate boredom. It could indicate a disinterest in whatever the two of you are doing. I have the 3 of Swords, which is overcoming the healing, overcoming a past pain, maybe even overcoming a past relationship that they are trying to what is it word? Overcome. And I don't know if you are bored of what is going on with them. Like, are you bored of them, or are you bored of and sort of tired of waiting until they finally sort of overcome that healing, that pain, overcome. Wow, words are hard today. I'm sorry. Like, are you bored and tired of waiting for them to overcome their pain? Like, you don't want to rush them. You don't want to pressure them, because you know that that is not the right thing to do. But on the other hand, you're also like, yeah, but I also sort of want to just go on with my life and have a relationship that I feel is worth my time and that I can invest in, and I know that they can invest in me too, because I definitely feel like that is not going on right now. But let's take a look at the connection between you two, which is the 5 of Wands. A lot of conflict. And I don't know, I think this is a conflict between you two. Sometimes, especially with the 5 of Wands upright, I feel like it's a inner conflict. But here I think that this is a conflict between the two of you. Like, I don't know if the two of you often fight or something like that. I also have the Ace of Swords in reverse, which could indicate that either one of you is sort of lying. I don't know if that is about the intentions. Like, I don't know if you told them that you are totally fine with waiting, but you are actually not fine with waiting, and you just sort of told them that because you didn't want to lose them. It could also be the other way around, of course, with them telling you a lie because they don't want to lose you. They don't sort of want to maybe keep stringing you along. Even that might not be, like, I don't think this is malicious. I think this is more about desperation and not wanting to lose something they know that could potentially be really good for them and for the both of you. But in the end, people are gonna get hurt because it's not good. It doesn't feel nice to be lied to. Whether you're the one who's being lied to or they are and you're the one who's lying, it on either end, it's not great. So let's take a look at what the issues are for you in a relationship. Okay, a lot of cards are coming out, but I want just a card for what your issue is with the relationship and what their issue is. So you feel like you want to go like, oh God, okay. Like, this deck doesn't pull any punches, okay? So I am also going to tell you how it is. So the 4 of Wands, this could indicate either one of two things, because when it's upright, I feel like having a safe space, but it can also indicate marriage, or in this case, like a long-term commitment to each other. But we have it reversed. So I feel like you're bored because you're not getting the long-term commitment that you want, or you're bored because you're not even looking for a long-term commitment with this person. You're just trying to have fun, but you feel like you're not really having that fun anymore. So I feel like it's either one of those. Like, you're bored because things aren't moving along, or you're bored because you don't want them to move things along. You're sort of wanting to have fun, but you feel like you're not really having fun anymore. And here with the Three of Swords energy for them, or sorry, I mean, this is them. But the Nine of Swords here indicates what their issue is in the relationship, and it's anxiety, it's fear. They are still trying to overcome this old pain. Like, I don't know if it is an older relationship or childhood trauma or something like that, but they are in the thick of it. And they, honestly, I don't know if they have said this, like this could be one of the things that they're lying about, but are they like not asking for space that while they really, really need some space? Because that is what the energy that I'm feeling here. Like, they are so overwhelmed, like mentally overwhelmed. They feel anxious and they don't know how to move on the way that things are going. Like, they are not stupid. They probably know that you're feeling bored. They probably know that you're feeling this way, even maybe wanting to take a little bit of a rest, a little bit of a break. And they are also tired of this fighting, and they're either tired of lying or tired of being lied to. So let's just see. Oh my God, my hands. Let's just see where to go from here. So for you, I see Ace of Wands. Find a way where you can find that spark again. And maybe it's with them, and maybe it's not. But find a way to find that spark again, because the boredom, the disinterest, the tiredness almost, it really is overbearing here in this energy. Like, my eye keeps being drawn back to this card, your energy, and I feel like that is overbearing the reading, and that is overbearing the energy of the relationship. So they definitely are feeling it too. And here with the Seven of Pentacles, on their side, they are not seeing progress. Like, this is seeing the fruits of your manifestations happening, or seeing the fruits of your hard work happening. And I feel like they need to work on themselves first and sort of overcome all of this old pain that they are either holding on to or trying really hard to get rid of. But it's hard, and they first need to work hard to overcome that. And once they start to see the fruits of that hard work happening, it's only then that they are able to move forward with any relationship. Like, I definitely feel like there's not a way that this relationship can work with either of your energies right now. And there needs to be something that happens for it to be able to move forward. And they really need to work on their own shit right now. And I think you need to sort of look elsewhere, but also be honest. I think honesty is going to be really, really helpful for the both of you. Be honest about your intentions. Let them be honest about their intentions, and accept and respect what they have to say. That is what I have for you, pile number 2. Wasn't necessarily easy, but I hope that this is something that you just really needed to hear. So I want to say thank you so much for watching. You can book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me through the link in the description box below. You will also find the links to my Etsy shop there, where you can purchase my tarot bags, or a link to my podcast. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more pick a card readings like these. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you next time. Hi, pile number 3, you chose the orange heart. So let's get started with your reading. We're going to start with your energy, their energy, and then a connection between the two of you. So we have your energy, 9 of Wands, having doubts or not knowing if you're even able to sort of move on, like a lack of determination. We have Justice, but it's reversed. So the feeling of injustice, like consequences aren't happening, like fate isn't really working in their favor. And then I have the 6 of Wands in reverse for the connection between you two. And this is like an insecurity, like a lack of recognition. So, and I feel like this could be for either one of you. Like, maybe the both of you feel like you lack recognition from the other person. Like, there's, like right here, what I'm seeing is, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of negative energy, but I feel like a lot of it comes from the both of you within. Like you have this lack of determination, you feel this certain way, and there of course are reasons that you are feeling this way, and they are feeling like something, I don't know if it is you or if it is something in their life that is being very biased against them, and they feel like life is sort of working against them. That is the sort of energy. So those are very internal problems, but those internal problems that you are having are leading to problems between the two of you as well, where you aren't really able to give each other the love and attention that you both crave from each other. So that is the first thing that I'm seeing here, because the Six of Wands, when it is upright, it is a card of recognition. It is a card of pride, of success, of celebrating a milestone, knowing that you still have a long way to go. But that is not what we see in the Six of Wands reverse. So it's almost like, what is the opposite of pride? I think shame. Like, what kind of feeling of shame is there? And who is making who feel ashamed? And about what? I don't know. That idea I don't like. That gives me the creeps. Like, being ashamed of showing them to your friends. Like, I'm not saying that this is you doing that. It could be them doing that too, but I'm just saying it. And maybe for some of you it resonates, and for some it doesn't. Like, this deck tells it to me straight. Like, I don't need many cards from this deck to give you a full, insightful, hard-hitting reading. So let's move on to the issue in the relationship. Like, what are the issues in the relationship? Nine of Cups. Like, you are so done. You are so close to being done with 2 nines, both reversed. Like, you are feeling emotionally unsatisfied in this relationship. Like, again, you're not getting the recognition. You're not getting the love that you deserve. Like, this is such a Leo card, right? Six of Wands. But on the top of my head, I don't know what astrological placement this is, but I know that it falls within the sign of Leo, and I am a Leo, and I can tell you, we need recognition, we need love, we need attention, but you're not getting it. And maybe they aren't either from you, but you feel like you're not getting it. You are so done. You're feeling emotionally unsatisfied. You feel, I don't know if you feel sexually unsatisfied. I'm just throwing it out there with the Nine of Wands. But I'm sorry to say that, but I definitely feel that. Or maybe like sexually and everything is fine, but you're just not getting that spark that you used to. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so let's take a look at what their issue within the relationship is. What is their issue within the relationship? The Knight of Wands, they are bored too. They are, sorry, bored too. That was from pile number 2, the boredom. But the Knight of Wands loves adventure. Like, why is everything in reverse? I swear, I have both reversals and uprights mixed into the pile right now. But I mix it up for every reading. The Knight of Wands upright loves adventure. They love to travel, but they feel stuck. They feel like fate isn't working in their favor. They feel like they are being punished for something. And it's almost like if they ever cheated or something like that, they feel like they're still being punished, or they are now being punished for their actions. They feel they are bored. They feel like they can't be adventurous. For them, the spark is gone as well, is what I'm getting here. Also, the Six of Swords, they think of moving on. They're thinking about moving on, about transitioning somewhere else. Like, either the entirety of the relationship transitions into something new, or they will separately. That is what I'm getting. So, where to go from here? Where do we go from here? You go Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. That is something that I've heard recently with the Knight of Pentacles. And what I mean with that is that you need to be patient. You need to be slow. Like, you can't, if you do want to change this relationship and you want to turn it around, it's not going to happen overnight. Like, changes have to be made and action has to be taken. but it's not going to be overnight. You're going to have to be patient. Both of you are going to have to be patient with each other. That is what I'm getting here. Mostly patience. Okay. As a Sun card, you are going to have to start being honest. You're going to have to stay and mostly be honest to yourself. You have to start being more of your authentic self. Like, I don't know if you recently have been feeling like you couldn't really be yourself. Like, I don't know if they are keeping you down, or your own thoughts, your own mind, your own dissatisfaction is keeping you down. It's keeping you pessimistic, but you need to turn that mindset around. Easier said than done. Totally recognize that. But that is it with the Sun card. It is a card that promotes optimism. It's a card that promotes happiness, new chances, abundance, maybe even, but also authenticity, being your true authentic self. And with the Hierophant, maybe you need to pick up something a little bit more spiritual, or maybe even a mentor, like maybe go to couples therapy. You know, that is the idea here that I'm getting here with the Hierophant. You don't have to do this alone. You can have a mentor in some way, whether that is like actual couples therapy or something else, but you don't have to do this alone. Like, the two of you can seek help if you want to turn this around. And I don't know what they would think about that, about couples therapy, because I feel like their energy is very pessimistic. And I'm not saying that it's toxic, but it's very much blaming other people for their faults, maybe blaming other people for their injustices, you know? Let's see where to go from here, from their perspective. Where to go from here, from their perspective. And the Knight of Swords. Yeah. The Knight of Swords upright is about doing things impulsive, so they really need to think more before they act. So before they make a rash decision, it is very much encouraged that they think about it really, really hard. Empress, yeah, they also just want to be loved. I just been shitting on their energy that I'm picking up on here, but also they just want to be loved. But also they need to receive this energy, but I also need to give it out. And the Empress is very nurturing, very caring, loving energy. It's like mother energy. But that is what they want to receive. Like, it feels strange, right? Mother energy from your significant other, but it's like that caring, that warm hug, that sort of energy, like that recognition that we've been lacking here with the Six of Wands reversing your connection. That needs to be different. Like, that is the deciding factor for them. If that cannot change in your relationship, they're out. So that is what I'm seeing here. So yeah, lots of things that could potentially go wrong, or, you know, but also a lot of solutions, I think. I think there are a lot of solutions here as well. So pile number 3, I hope you don't hate me, and I hope this resonated. So let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. I hope I wasn't too harsh on you, but I don't sugarcoat my readings. If there's anything that you learned from this video, it's probably that. So you can book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me through the link in the description box below. In the description box, you will also find links to my podcast as well as my Etsy shop, where you can purchase homemade tarot bags in case you're interested. And subscribe to this channel if you want to see more pick a card readings. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi, pile number 4, you chose the blue heart. I'm gonna put it right here. So we're gonna start with your energy, their energy, and the connection between you two. So let's get started. Pile number 1, we're starting with the 4 of Swords. Needing a break, needing a rest, being a little bit too overwhelmed, and just needing some time for like a time out. I don't know. Here I have the 5 of Pentacles for their energy. So they're very much focused on any potential losses, financial losses maybe. I'm gonna have to dive deeper into that, but first I want a card for the connection between you two, pile number 4. And that is the 4 of Pentacles in reversed, which is very protective, but also about not feeling safe. So do the both of you not feel like, is this like a new relationship? This could either be a very new relationship where the two of you haven't really built up all of that trust yet. And that is the unsafety that I see here within this card because the fours, the four in tarot are about stability. And here it's about financial stability and wanting to hold on to that by protecting your assets and protecting what you have, but protecting yourself as well. So that is the connection between the two of you. I don't know if you guys, oh my God, I am suddenly getting this idea, this feeling, and I don't know if this is a message that some of you need to hear, but I'm just going to say it. This feels like they're trying to have everything be financially equal. So they want to split like everything equally, like they are, and I'm saying they because they have the 5 of Pentacles, which sort of gives me the idea that it's mostly them, where in this relationship they have these little weird things about money in order to protect their money, because they're like, well, if this relationship isn't going to work out, at least I didn't spend a whole lot of money on them. That's the idea that I'm getting. And with the 4 of Swords here, I feel like you're on the fence. You don't know what you want yet with them, if you are interested in them that much or whatever is going on. Okay, so now let's see, what is the issue of the relationship? The issue, I have the 5 of Swords for you. Like you feel like they don't trust you, and that makes you not trust them. So there's definitely a trust and safety issue here with their issue. Death is reversed. They have this fear of change, a fear of things to change. I don't know if almost, and I don't like saying this, but almost, I don't know why I'm thinking neurotic energy. Like, I don't know what that would necessarily mean, but that is what popped in my head. Like, very much not wanting things to change. That is what I'm picking up for their energy. Being very afraid. And with the 5 of Swords, we see this person that is taking everything from the other person. So that is just not fair. So it's just unfairness, and it's trying to take everything, but it's in reverse. So I get this idea that this is being done to you. Maybe for some of you, you are the one who is stealing all the swords, and that is why they are feeling so protective and leaving everything, feeling like they are leaving everything behind, and they're having a very hard time changing things. I feel like your reading so far is the vaguest of them all. I think that we're just going to look at where to go from here. Where to go from here? So on your side, I have the Knight of Pentacles. Like, be a little bit more patient with them. What I've heard about this card before is slow and steady wins the race. So being very patient and knowing that if you want someone to help overcome their fears, their problems, then you're going to have to be very patient, and you're going to have to invest a lot of time. And you just have to think for yourself, is this something that I think is worth it, or do I think it's gonna hurt me in the long term, like in the long run? And I think you need to think about that and be very practical as well, like not just dreamy. We don't have any cups here, by the way, I'm just noticing. But to think logically and to think with, because the Knight of Pentacles corresponds with Virgo. So I'm thinking, think practically, think analytical to, is this something that you actually want to invest your time in or not? And do you really just want to take that break, you know, to take care of your own mental health as well? Because that is this too. Like, I always recommend like self-care with the 4 of Swords, self-care, taking care of your own mental well-being. So let's see where to go from here on his side. 10 of Wands, he is just overwhelmed with a lot of his own shit, and he needs to shed some of that shit before he can truly move on. Like, he needs to overcome this fear of, like, I don't know if he has a fear, or they, sorry, I'm saying they the whole time, hopefully. I don't know if they have this fear of being without money, like they have financial anxieties. They seem to have anxieties, or at least worries about change, or maybe they are literally afraid of actual death. Like, I don't often think that the Death card represents actual death, but it could be that there are some things in their family that they have gone through that was really tough, that made them more worried about some things, more anxious about some things, but they really need to shed some shit. Yeah, so I just want to know if I can get one more message, okay? I just want to know, can I get one more message for you, pile number 4? Because I don't know. The 8 of Swords, self-limiting beliefs. 9 of Swords, overcoming anxiety, overcoming, and the 2 of Pentacles, not having your priorities straight. So what I see here, the 8 of Swords is sort of pulling away from anything that feels restrictive, anything that feels limiting, and pulling away from that, whether that is some restrictions and limitations that you've set on yourself. I don't know if this is a full relationship yet, or if you're just getting to know each other. And right now is the time to decide to either pull in or pull out. That sounds dirty, but you know what I mean with that. Pick your priorities. This is also a card that indicates that there is a need to simplify your life, that there's too much going on, and that there is a need to simplify your life. And they really first need to overcome their worries, overcome their anxieties, work on this, like literally work on this. They need to do that. So before they can even think or should even think about going into a relationship with you. So pile number 4, this was your reading. I hope it resonated with you. This deck doesn't pull any punches, so neither do I when I read with this deck. So if you want to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me, you can do so through the link in the description box below. You will also find a link to my podcast there, as well as a link to my Etsy shop, where you can shop my handmade tarot bags and tarot mats in case you're interested. Also subscribe to this channel if you want to see more pick a card readings like these. But for now, I want to say thank you so much for watching and hope to see you next time.